Good morning friends, welcome back to your favorite channel Code One Digest. Today in this video we will learn the chain microservice design pattern for microservices. I'll explain what is chain microservice design pattern. Then I'll explain this design pattern with the real world example. Later we'll understand the use cases and benefit of this design pattern. So stay tuned and watch this video till end. It is going to be very informative and exciting. Friends, in previous video we discussed about gateway routing design pattern. Can you explain what is gateway routing design pattern? Please provide your answer in the comment section of this video. If you have not seen that video, please go and watch that video. The link is given on your screen and also in the description section of this video. For more information, go and watch the previous video on Code One Digest channel.
What you need to understand, Susan, is that everyone has an agenda, okay?
Friends, here is the end of the video. I'll give you introduction of chain microservice design pattern. Then we'll see real world examples of chain microservice design pattern. Then we'll understand the use cases and scenario where chain microservice design pattern is very useful. We'll understand the benefits of chain microservice design pattern, and then later I'll summarize what we learned in this video. At the end, I'll also touch upon the next design pattern, so stay tuned. It is going to be very exciting and very informative. Do watch this video till end. Friends, before we proceed in this video, I want you to subscribe my channel to grow Code One Digest family. Friends, I'm creating a lot of quality contents for you, but I'm not getting subscribers. I want you to like, share and subscribe my channel so that I can grow Code One Digest family. Thank you.
Let's begin, shall we?
Okay friends, so now let's start with the chain microservice design pattern. This is fifth design pattern in integration design pattern category. Chain microservice design pattern, the request from client is received by service A, which is then communicating with service B, which in turn may be communicating with service C. Chain microservice design pattern produces a single consolidated response to the request. The key part to remember is that the client is blocked until the complete chain of request response, that is service A calling service B and service B calling service C, is completed. Another important aspect to understand here is to not make the chain too long. This is important because the synchronous nature of the chain will appear like a long wait at the client side, especially if it is a web page that is waiting for the response to be shown. There is a workaround to this blocking request response and are discussed in the subsequent design patterns. The chain with a single microservice is called singleton chain. This may allow the chain to be expanded at a later point. Chained microservice design pattern produces a single output, which is a combination of multiple chain outputs. All these services are synchronous HTTP request and response for messaging. Also, until the request passes through, all the services and the respective responses are generated. The client doesn't get any output. So it is always recommended to not to make a long chain. One more important aspect which you need to understand is that the request from service A to service B may look different from the service B to service C. Similarly, the response from service C to service B may look completely different from the service B to service A.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Good plan. Good talk, all right?
Okay, friends. So now let's understand chained microservice pattern with an e-commerce example. If you can see in this diagram, price service calling text service to know the text information and forming a chain of microservices, right?
Really?
Let's see another example of chain microservice where product service calls inventory service to know the text information, right? So as one service calls to other service, this is actually forming a chain of service calls, and all these calls are synchronous calls. And sometimes you may experience a delay in getting the response from all the services, all the way from last service to the first service and to the client.
No.
Okay, friends, so now let's understand the use cases of this design pattern. in which scenario we can use this design pattern. So use this pattern to achieve the loose coupling where a request from the client is passed to a chain of microservices. Use this pattern when multiple services have to handle a request. Use this pattern when you want to issue a request to one of the several services without specifying the receiver explicitly.
Oh, pretty wow.
Okay friends, so now let's see some of the advantages of this design pattern, how this design pattern is useful and beneficial to us in our project. This pattern avoids coupling of the sender of the request to the multiple services. This pattern simplifies the request and response for the client to make call to only one service. This pattern supports single responsibility principle to make sure each service is doing their job and request is passed to the next service in the chain. Using this pattern, it is easy to add new microservices in the chain if requires in future.
Wow, that's amazing.
Okay friends, now let me summarize what we learned in this video. I gave you introduction of chain microservice design pattern. Then I'll give you the real world examples of chain microservice design pattern. And we understood the use cases and usage of chain microservice design pattern. We understood the benefits of chain microservice design pattern. We saw the advantages of using chain microservice design pattern. So friends, let me know if you have used this design pattern in your project or seen a scenario where this pattern can be useful. So please provide your answer in the comment section of this video. Friends, in the next video, I'm going to discuss about branch design pattern. I'll tell you what is branch design pattern. We will learn about branch design pattern. We will see a real world example of branch design pattern. We'll understand the use cases of branch design pattern. And we will see the benefits of branch design pattern for microservices. So stay tuned for the next video and keep watching Code One Digest. If you are new to the channel, so please do subscribe to our channel to grow Code One Digest family.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Friends, if you like this video, so give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for the more interesting videos. Click on the bell icon for the latest video notifications and do not forget to share this video with all your friends and colleagues. This is very useful information for students, beginners and software engineers. I am putting a lot of efforts in creating these contents. So please help me growing the Code One Digest family. Please subscribe to Code One Digest channel for the latest programming and technology related videos. Thank you.